What do you want me to say?
Perfect. Okay. What episode number is this?
3.
This is episode 3?
Isn't that sad?
I don't remember. We did 2 and it was like pretty quick and then we kind of
We never did
stopped.
anything again.
You want a beer?
Sure, why the hell not?
I'm going to grab
that's
one.
cold.
But I'm going to grab a big boy.
Of course you are.
This episode is sponsored by Sun Cruiser. Wait, let's say it at the same time.
We have 2 different beers.
Are they really? Fuck.
Ready? Let's do it.
But you say
Yeah,
Surfside and I'll
ready?
say Sun
Okay,
Cruiser.
Okay, ready?
This episode is brought by... Wait, no, just say the brand.
Okay.
Don't say the whole thing. Just say
Okay.
that.
Okay.
This episode is brought to you by Sun
Surfside.
Cruiser. Oh shit.
Well, whatever.
I have a Sun Cruiser and she's got a Surfside. Which one do you like more? We should start there.
I'm not gonna let the people know. I honestly like that one better.
Which one do you guys like more?
Oh. Cheers.
Cheers. Whoops.
All right, so this is episode.
I guess
3.
episode 3 of the Exposito Podcast.
Yep. Here we are in our studio location.
We're
on set. No, we're in an
Not gonna say it.
undisclosed location. We'll just keep it at that.
We can't say like even the
I don't think so.
the park. Why not?
We didn't pay to be here.
Oh. Well, we're in the Everglades. I think we could say that. We could
Okay,
say we're in the
whatever.
Everglades. Maybe we
Okay.
won't say what island we're on. Not like it matters. It's not like we're fishing, trying to keep anything from anybody, but
Yeah. All right, so
But
what's
yeah.
changed?
I was just about to say that. A lot of things have changed
Yeah.
since our last podcast.
Since our last podcast.
Which we really just talk about life, and I feel like, honestly, if I were to really think back about the last thing we talked about was probably LA. We were like talking about our life. I feel like at one point we were trying to stay like, go from the beginning and kind of tell the stories.
Tell the story. Yeah.
But last where we left off, I want to say we were probably talking about like living in LA and
Yeah.
jobs and stuff out there.
Yeah. I don't think we got into like the pandemic. I think like before. So are we going to start there?
I guess. I
Okay,
guess we'll
all
just
right,
go from
why
there
not?
and then like we'll try to like I guess this episode can be like a fast forward.
Catch up.
And like
Quick,
literally
quick.
yeah, from 7 years ago. Amanda doesn't like birds, by the way. There's just a bird that flew by.
Okay, so I would say we moved in with Lauren and Hector.
Yeah, we were living in LA.
Yeah, we're living in LA.
We talked about that though.
We did?
Yeah.
Okay.
I
Did we
remember
get
that.
married? I mean, we did get married, but like, did we get
Yeah,
married?
did
Like,
we
did we
tell
talk about
everybody?
that?
I guess we can kind of like, you know, when you're like watching a new season of something and they're like, in the last season,
Oh, yeah.
like, let's do one
Yeah.
of those. So it's
Okay.
like, yeah, we moved to LA,
Yep.
got a place, got jobs out there.
Had really good jobs.
Then the pandemic hit.
Yeah, right before the pandemic hit, Javier got fired with,
A month before we got laid off.
yeah, laid off. Well, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Laid off with 80 other people.
There was, I think there was like 100 of us,
Yeah.
actually, 150 if I don't remember correctly. But
Yeah.
I think, yeah, 150 of us were like laid off in February. Didn't even know that the pandemic was really coming. Right after that, started building camper vans, or had already built camper vans in the past, but
Yeah.
really got into it.
Really got into it, yep.
Building the ambulance.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Got the shop. That's
Yep.
when like the whole van thing really took off with Adam and everything.
Yep.
And then eventually we just decided to move back home.
Yeah, we wanted to buy a house.
There was a
and
house that we had found. I guess that's the story. Is
We got gaslit that we would be able to buy a house.
yeah, in a way
and-
for sure.
and,
Gaslit thought that we were going to be able to.
Yeah.
Thought we had enough money and everything,
Yeah.
and come to find out
We didn't have anything.
there's just a lot more
didn't have
to it.
anything.
For those of you that have bought houses, I'm sure you understand.
Yeah.
But tried to buy a house, moved back, lived with. That was probably the first mosquito I felt. Was that a mosquito?
I don't know. I think it was
I
just
think I just got
a bug.
one. But yeah, we moved in with my parents. We just had Maverick
Yep.
at the time.
Yeah, only Maverick.
Started to work out here. I started, immediately doing photo, video, all that kind of stuff.
Yep.
Funny kind of real quick thought. we were gonna do camper vans when we moved back.
Yeah, we talked about
That's
it.
what we thought. Like
We
that was
talked
our
about it,
plan.
yeah.
Like was like, oh, we're gonna build
Yeah.
camper vans in LA, and we're doing it out here, so we'll just move to Florida and do it out in Florida.
Yeah, because it was 2021 when we moved back, and it was. I mean, Florida definitely didn't have like the pandemic that LA had.
Yeah.
In any way, shape, or form.
No, Florida was very like open. People
Yeah.
weren't wearing masks at restaurants.
Yep.
Like it wasn't a big deal. I remember actually flying during COVID, especially during the peak of it. I remember flying from LA to Florida, and you had to wear a mask the entire time you were in the airport.
Yeah.
On the airplane, and then as soon as you got to Florida, you were allowed to take the mask off.
Yeah.
It was like the craziest
Yeah.
thing ever. And then same thing on the
so,
other way.
No, so what's wild is when I flew back, I think we had just moved over. I think we had moved over with like Maverick and you and I, and I had to fly back for Lisa, something for Lisa, and literally.
Who, by the way, is Amanda's old boss, or still works for
Yeah,
her, but
here and there.
her
In
old,
LA.
old assistant in LA.
Yeah. And literally, I didn't wear the mask in the plane in Miami and nothing. And then as soon as I got an Uber, it was an Uber. I had to put a mask on in the Uber, but I didn't wear it in the plane. I didn't wear it in the airport. I didn't wear it anywhere. And I was like, look, dude, like I don't have anything. Like I just came from Florida. And the guy was like, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. But
Yeah, the one thing I definitely remember was always like being in the airport in Florida with no mask on, and then you get on the plane and you got
Yeah.
to put the mask on.
Yeah.
And I was like, I was just in an airport full of these people.
yeah, we're getting derailed.
But anyway, okay, yes. This is just a recap. This is just a recap.
Javier and I talking.
we moved, where did we leave off? So we moved back in 2021.
Yes.
Thought we were going to do the van stuff here.
Yeah.
Eventually I started getting just like photo and video work, started doing some podcasts. I guess Life by the Bow was a big part of it. I was filming with Clay and Stephanie for Life by the Bow for about 2 years. Like that was a great thing moving back.
Yeah.
And then actually, before that, I worked on Bad Monkey.
Oh, yes, when we found out we were pregnant with Lincoln.
Yeah, I totally forgot about that.
Yep.
But I mean, you started working at the Shrimp Shack again and doing
my dad,
your weddings, your
Yep.
dad, all that stuff. I was
And
helping,
weddings, yeah.
I was helping your dad a lot with some stuff around
Yep.
the shop, and we were doing a podcast together, a whole bunch of stuff. Started doing stuff with Life by the Bow, started doing those YouTube videos. Eventually met a couple of other like really close like friends and clients now during those years, like Carlos, Ernie. Trying to think some other names.
That's it.
Those are literally the two that come
that
to
occupied
mind.
our time.
Yeah, and then they both had side businesses as well,
Yeah.
which so it was like, you know, Keys Deep and then Mars Wool as well on top of the two of them. So that was like a big thing.
No, but we
kinda-
had Lincoln. So
That's
so
right.
you did. I think you're like you skipped.
I'm going too far.
Whole,
I'm going too far forward, I think.
yeah.
No, because we had Lincoln while I was working with Clay and Stephanie at Life by the Bow.
Yeah, but you got them when I was pregnant. Yeah. So it's actually a really crazy story how we found out that.
Yeah, I guess you can say that part is
Yeah.
like the whole Lincoln story.
Yeah. So Javier and I never thought that we would ever have kids. Just like infertility stuff, we had been trying for 2 years, nothing ever happened.
We'd also been told it was
Yeah,
unlikely.
we also were
We
told.
didn't just think.
Yeah. And so one day, one of my best friends came over, and she was like, we went to lunch. She had just had a boy, and we went to lunch, and then she was like, oh, like let me come back to your house, whatever. And so we went back to the house, and she was like, oh my God, I keep meaning to tell you that my mom had a dream that you were pregnant. And she was like, why don't you go take a test? And I was like, no, like, you know that we can't get pregnant. Like that's, you're lying, you know, like dreams are dreams, you know? And she like kept pestering, and she was like, no, like go take the test. And so I was like, okay, whatever. So like I went to the bathroom, I took the test, and then I remember coming out and I was like, oh, it's 2 pink lines. Like I told you that like I'm not pregnant, because it was like two separate
Yeah,
separate
2 lines is positive.
Yeah. And she was like, no, like you're literally pregnant. And I was like, no way. And so we called you, and we were like,
You didn't want to tell me.
I didn't want to tell you, and you thought that something was wrong with Maverick, and you were like, what's wrong? And I was like, I'm pregnant. And then you're like, oh,
Well,
what?
I remember it a little bit more precisely than you do, that specific phone call, because it changed a lot in our life for the good. But you called me and your exact words were, Javier, like, there's something really important that I have to tell you, or like, really, there's like big news, something along those lines. But you were like, there's something really big that I need to tell you, but I can't tell you on the phone. And of course, like, I think the worst,
of course,
you know, like,
course,
oh,
always.
like, there's something I got to tell you, but like, I can't tell you, like, I have to tell you in person. And I was working somewhere. I don't even remember like where I was, but I just remember like, I was like, I need to leave and I need to go see her, but I can't. And I started panicking, because I thought Maverick's our dog. And I'm like, something happened to Maverick. He hurt himself. Like, he's a French bulldog. He's prone to accidents. So I'm thinking the worst, and I'm like, what happened with Maverick? Blah, blah, blah. Amanda, tell me. And I never would have thought at the time, and I don't know if I ever told you this, like, the last thing that would have come to mind was, like, good news.
Yeah.
Like, I was thinking something bad had happened.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, come to find out, like, I think I finally pushed it out of you. I don't think you waited to tell me in person.
No.
I think I was like...
Well, no, I told you
I
on the
was
phone.
so freaked out.
Yeah, you were so freaked out.
Like, because I thought something bad had happened, and I was like so scared.
Yeah.
But then, yeah, you were pregnant. You told me that, and I remember like, I was like, oh, that's it, like, or like.
No, literally, yeah.
It was like it was such like not big news at the time, because I was thinking something so bad
and also
was
like
happened.
we've been trying for so long, so it was like, what?
Well, it's weird.
You
like,
know?
you don't even know what to think at that moment.
No.
Like,
remember when we found out
like,
about Cooper? Ooh, surprise. No, just kidding.
Yeah, right? But yeah, like, that was insane. And yeah, I feel like part of it is like, you're excited and you're scared, and you like, there's so many emotions going through that you don't even know like which one to show.
No, yeah.
It's crazy.
It is. And now, like, next year he's going to be 3. Like, to think.
Yeah.
Wow.
So Lincoln was born in 2023, in March of 2023.
Yep.
And at that point, we already had the business. FilmJavier was operating. We had clients. We were like, every single day, that was our thing. That was what we worked on. That was what we answered emails to. Like, I mean, everything, like, our lives revolved around that at the time, you know, other than like going to the park with Maverick, which to think that like our lives were like, we were busy, like, we were tired. But we had Lincoln in March. Your mom came down, helped us for about 2 weeks. That was great. Like, we got settled in. We thought we had everything figured out, you know, because like, newborns sleep all day long, and they barely really cry. And when they do cry, it's typically because they just pooped or they want a bottle. So you just get them a bottle, and they typically take it, and then they fall asleep until they want the next bottle. So kind of for a moment, we're like, oh, this is easy, and we got this figured out. And Lincoln got a little bit older. I think we got a lot busier with work. Yeah,
and also Lincoln, remember, like, Lincoln was always 3 hours. He had to eat every 3 hours forever. Like, until he was 6 months old, I would say. And then it got a little bit longer, but definitely that boy, he was constantly, he needed to eat every 3 hours.
And held, too.
And
he
held,
liked being,
in your little pouch. You used to have him in the pouch all the time.
Yep. I mean, I have pictures of me, like, editing with him.
Oh, yeah.
And then the funny thing that I can think of now, which people would probably give us a lot of hate for, was, like, always, like, figuring out how to, like, tape a bottle.
Oh, no, you always, I was against that. Yeah.
But, like, always figuring out, like, because I was editing, and I was so busy with work, like, he needs to eat, and I would, like, tape.
And I'd be sleeping.
Yeah, like a piece of, like, gaff tape, if you're in the film industry. Like, basically, gaff tape is just, like, it's like a paper tape or a cloth tape, similar to duct tape, but I would just take these long strands and put it around his little swing and try and get it to hold the bottle, or I would put a bunch of blankets underneath it to try and hold him, and like, that was our big thing, to try and get him to eat. And he was just so friggin' tiny, like, just such a tiny little thing. I mean, he wasn't that tiny, but just like,
now he's like this big.
Tall. He's tall now. He's not even. I don't even describe him as tiny. He's like, he's big.
Grown human. Yeah.
But I mean, since then we've obviously grown the business a ton. have just been
We had Cooper.
all over the place
We had
too.
another.
Well,
We had another baby.
that was another thing.
Yeah, that was a surprise.
Well, I guess in between that,
Yeah.
a quick one that just came to mind is we got an office for the business.
Oh yeah. In January.
And
then
if
we
you
found out.
have seen our other podcasts, that's where we did those.
Yeah.
But now we're out. We figured we're gonna take you out on the water, enjoy
Yeah.
such a beautiful day, and it's actually kind of cool because there's so much to look at here versus like
Yeah.
being in the office. I'm typically just like staring at the camera, making sure it's recording, and now I'm like, man, I hope it's recording. I haven't even really checked on it because it's just so
Wouldn't that be
gorgeous
so
here.
funny? That would be
We
us.
just
We're just
nobody believes
no,
us.
yeah.
It's like, oh, I swear we talked for honestly. Okay, it's recording. Yeah, and both mics are still on. Like now that we're joking about it, we should honestly check.
We should probably check.
But yeah, we got the office. That picked things up for the business even more, just like focusing on that.
And then we found out
You staying at the house with Lincoln. Eventually, we found out we were having Cooper.
Yeah.
Do you remember when we found out we were having Cooper?
Yeah, it was the night after I drank a bowl of Malibu for the Super Bowl. Because we literally, my joke was that there's no way I'm pregnant, and then I drank a bowl of Malibu. And then in the morning, I just felt a little...
So that must have been sometime around March.
No, it was in February. February. The Super
February?
Bowl? Yeah,
saying
I think it was
Super
the
Bowl's in
4th. I think
March,
it was
but
the
February.
15th. I think February 15th we found out about Cooper.
That's crazy.
Because it was Valentine's Day.
So Lincoln was
2024.
about to turn 1.
Like it was about to turn 1. Yeah. And we
That
found
was,
out,
in 2024. Cooper was born in October.
No, he was
Sorry,
not.
September.
Okay.
Early, like I'm thinking early October, but
Yeah.
he was born September 25th, so super late September. He just turned a year.
The other day, yeah.
Literally.
Well, almost a month
We're
ago.
in October now.
Yeah, almost a month
that's where
ago.
my head was going with
Got
this.
it.
But yeah, literally from today, I don't know when this will come out, but from today, which is the 21st, October 21st, he turned a year literally a month ago.
Yeah.
I mean, on the 25th.
Yeah.
So 4 days difference,
Yeah.
which is crazy to even
And it just
think
went by
about.
so quick. Like I felt like with Lincoln, it was just like it took its time. It was like month after month, and Cooper was just like month,
Yeah.
and now he's a year.
Well, I
But
feel
we're
like
just so busy. Like we're so busy.
busy, and I think a big difference too with kids is like the first one, it's like that's all you have to look at.
Yeah.
And you're experiencing things, and like, yes, it's new for them, but as a parent, it's new for us.
Yeah.
You know, and then with Cooper, I feel like the big difference is like with Lincoln, it was like, oh my God, he's talking, or he's saying agua, because he speaks Spanish, loves to, my parents talk to him in Spanish, so like water is agua. And Lincoln, when he was a baby, milk was agua, juice was agua.
Yeah.
Milk, like
Everything.
agua was agua.
Yeah.
Like everything, if like this for him would have been agua.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because he didn't know. It's just anything liquid was agua. But
Yeah.
it's like, it's not. It's water, but...
Or
he
milk or juice.
didn't- Yeah.
Yeah.
So, like, back then, it was like, oh, my God, he's saying agua. And, like, Cooper 3 days ago started talking, saying words, and started saying agua and ball and all these things. And
Yeah.
it's like... With Lincoln, it
Pumpkin.
was like...
I swear to God, he
it
said
was
pumpkin the
like,
other day.
oh my God, like Lincoln was like, oh my God, you just said agua. And Cooper is like, oh my God, you're talking. Like,
Yeah.
it's like, when did you learn how,
Yeah.
it's like for one was like, oh my God, that's so exciting. He's getting so big. And then the other one is like, how did you learn how to do that? Like,
Yeah.
there's no way you
Yeah.
learned how to do that,
Yeah.
So that's kind of a crazy thing to think about. It was always so exciting with the first one. And then the second one was like, not that it's not exciting, but it's surprising.
Yeah.
Like, you're like, how? And he's about to be walking too.
Yeah. He was walking around the house earlier.
Overnight.
Yeah.
Like
Yep.
literally.
Yep.
From
Yep.
holding on to things and walking around by like.
I think Lincoln was walking at 14 months, but I think that Cooper's he'll be this month.
Yeah. I
He'll
mean,
be
he's
this month.
13
Well, I mean,
months. So
yeah.
pretty
He's
similar.
there. Yeah. But it's coming. It's just a house full of boys.
So yeah, I guess now that probably gets us up to date, and maybe to wrap it out,
Yeah.
what's our life now? What are we doing? What are we up to now?
Well, I don't know.
Well, a lot of things have changed,
Yeah.
obviously.
Yeah, clearly.
What hasn't changed?
You and I, baby.
We're still trying to buy a house.
Yeah.
Today's market and prices are just
Yeah.
impossible. Not to say it's impossible. It'll happen eventually.
It'll
We'll
happen,
get there.
Yeah.
But that's still a thing, you know. We moved
Just
down
a
here.
business. We're taking Lincoln out of daycare. We're gonna
Lincoln,
bring him home.
Lincoln is in daycare. We're pulling him out. We figured Cooper's getting older. He's not a baby anymore, and
Yeah.
it's like we're at the point now where it's one of two things. It's we either put Cooper in daycare,
Yeah.
which we just can't afford.
Yeah.
You know, I mean,
Yeah.
maybe we could afford it in a perfect world if we figured it out and tried really hard. But like, is it fair for them? Is it fair for us to work 10 times harder to put another kid in daycare? You know, because it's $1,000 a month for each one.
Miss those opportunities with them. You know.
But yeah, I mean, that was kind of I feel like that was the big reason for pulling Lincoln out. It's like, not that we wanted to pull him out for any negative reasons.
No.
We thought he learned so much.
He
loves his teacher. Loves his classmates.
Yeah.
Like, we've gone to birthday parties with his classmates. So
Yeah.
that's all been great. I think the biggest thing has been just, of course, the cost of now. It's like, now we have another kid, and it's not fair to only have one in daycare.
100%.
You know?
Yeah.
Rather than doubling our daycare costs, we figured we'd double down. That'll help us save. We're trying to pay off a lot of debts right now. That'll help us towards our home ownership, and pretty much just day-to-day chaos.
We're going to Boston for Halloween this year.
We should do a podcast in Boston.
We should.
Or in New York.
Ooh, both.
We should do one in each, honestly.
That's what I just said.
Well, like, yeah, like, we should do one, that'd be awesome.
Let's do it.
We should get some more viewers first. Maybe a sponsor,
Hey, guys, please.
Maybe
Surfside, Sun Cruiser.
either one of you guys.
Either one.
That'd be great. Reach out.
Let us know.
But yeah, I mean, I think that's pretty much it. I don't know. What would we talk about in the next one?
I don't know. Maybe we'll bring the kids on and see what they got to say.
Yeah.
You know? Introduce them to the world.
The last podcast we did, I think the first one, Lincoln wasn't there.
I think you're right, yeah.
It was just you and I. And then the second one, Lincoln was there, and it was absolute chaos.
Chaos.
I
and then your mom came and picked him up.
Like, there was a pause for a diaper change. There was lights that were being moved around by Lincoln. Like, the camera might have been knocked over at one point. I mean, just about everything.
But that had to be like, I did know I was pregnant. But that had to been early March, April.
Well, I had
May?
that office, that second office,
when?
March. I want to say it was March, or no, it was April, May, and June.
Okay. So it's been more than a year that we haven't done a podcast.
That's crazy.
It's just life, you know?
We should get
But we're
on
going to try to
more
do some
often.
more, yeah.
What do you want to try to commit to? We should try to commit to something. Like a weekly podcast?
I think that's aggressive. Is this our podcast studio, though?
Honestly, though, like, pretend like you didn't hear this, but, like, we could easily come out here and film, like, 3 in an afternoon. Or, like, 4 in one day. Or 2 in a day.
Yeah, we'd have to change clothes and shit.
Or not even, like, I don't know.
Okay. I'm down. Let's do it.
Let's do it. Hopefully we can get some new cups and merch soon, some FilmJavier stuff.
Ooh,
maybe people can
spoiler.
buy that. Yeah, we got some cups in the works, but just for the business.
Yeah.
That could be pretty cool.
It could be. Let's do it.
All right.
All right. Let's ask ChatGPT.
So, on the next one,
ooh,
we're going to talk more about, like, our day-to-day life.
Okay.
All right?
Okay.
Maybe we can talk about, like,
can we throw some shade on each other?
We can throw some shade on each other.
Ooh, bet.
Right?
Yeah.
Let's make it interesting.
Let's
throw some drama in there.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Love a little tea.
Me too. Little T.
Little T.
Cheers.
No, definitely mine's a little T. You're big T.